Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel presents. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Planetbase Season 2 here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. I know. Is it gonna be even possible for me to try and outperform the previous episode? Well, hopefully I will be able to find out. Unfortunately, I did check one thing and it's impossible for me to control or connect the two control centers. So we're gonna have to make sure that they are manned properly and that the weapons are gonna be supplied to the armories. Now, the base is growing ever so slightly and this might create some issues. I really hope that the microphone will be able to pick up the goddamn ambulance that is outside of my windows. That's gonna be amazing for the episode, surely. I'm quite sure I won't be able to edit that out, so who knows. But the one thing which I kind of ran into at the end of the previous episode is the issue with managing the energy. Due to the fact of how much did I expand the colony on the previous episode, our energy consumption has basically skyrocketed and it's now kind of jumping up and down between being in a surplus of power and being completely out of anything which is generating power for our colony. So I'm gonna have to find some proper balance in order to somehow address that. Now, we're gonna have to earn some more credits, and one big issue into which I think I'm gonna run into is how to start populating the colony, and where in the heck am I supposed to plant the dorms? You see, I want to keep on expanding the colony throughout this section over here. So we're gonna have like a third tier or third level of dorms or domes that would be basically stationed alongside over here. So we're gonna have to make somehow sure to have enough of them and to have enough beds for our colonists, which is why I kind of do wonder who should be the next person or next class that we should try to populate. I'm thinking that workers and maybe more medics or maybe guards would be a good choice. We're gonna also have to make sure to expand our farming too. So yeah, there's like a stupid amount of stuff that needs to be done, to be perfectly honest. Let's go 40-40 or 35-35 and 30. Or you know what? I'm not really sure if we require biologists at this point. So what if we would get some medics instead? I really hate sometimes what the numbers do here. Let's go 60. Let's go 50. Let's go like this, 40, 30, 30. We're gonna get some more guards to be stationed over here at the control centers, which means that I should theoretically try and put in more of the control stations. Looks like we got a brand new batch of doctors. Be able to station quite a lot of guards here. You know what? Let's go with one more guard station. And the armories will be able to hold on to a lot of stuff on their own anyhow. A carrier robot with only 55% commission is actually kind of doable. We're gonna see if we can load in the items in exchange for the robot. We currently possess 9 carrier robots, 3 construction robots, 7 driller robots. Really hope we're gonna get some colonists into. But one of the issues which I'm gonna have to address is where to expand the energy being produced and where to place all the dorms. You see these edges over here, they are perfect for placing dorms, and I was actually thinking that now that this is opened to me, I can try expanding from the oxygen generator and making my way slowly over here, and here we would have like one oxygen generator at the end with like 3 airlocks, and this would be just completely filled with external structures. So theoretically, if we would have like a processing plant for metals only, a factory for spare parts, and the 3 airlocks, which theoretically should be doable, if we were to build up this entire place up with solar panels, wind turbines, and power collectors, this should allow us to supply the base steadily with more energy that it will surely require. Now I do see that there are some ships arriving, and I hope that nobody's gonna try to shoot up the colony, but I only can move so fast across the map because unfortunately if I try to move super fast, the quality of the video is just too bad, and I'm already like trying to make sure that this is as nice as possible for the viewers. I do apologize if the quality of the video is really lacking. I'm working with a limited hardware, and with the new 3000 graphics cards which are gonna be released eventually, and we're gonna get some reports on how they actually perform and stuff. It's gonna be interesting to find out. Okay, we are out of spare parts. We are completely out of guns. I hate the fact that a gun costs this much. Okay, if we would decide to go with these, can we sell just about anything to offset the price? 300. Still have some room here, so maybe grabbing some spare parts. That'll do. So thanks to the fact that we have access to 4 airlocks, should not be that much of an issue to supply this ship. We are at 68 colonists currently, 17 workers, 25 biologists. Hold on. There is some funky color on these people. Okay. Medic. We're gonna have to stop the influx of the doctors because I do not possess the necessary facilities for them to be efficiently utilized. So let's go workers and guards for now, and once we get to at least like 10 guards, then I can just increase the numbers of the workers. And we're gonna have to expand our agriculture, that's for sure. I mean, currently we are sitting at really nice stats. The bar is being supplied, but my priority concern will be the meals. Now I'm actually super glad to see that they are at least, damn it, making again basic meals. This is gonna be an ongoing issue, but yeah, unfortunately I cannot completely eradicate this problem. Okay, 28 pieces of metal, 35 pieces of bioplastic. That is just beautiful. Really love the fact that we have the starch right next to the bioplastic processors, and thanks to the fact that we have also a mine here, the access to some ore is not that much of an issue, so the workers should theoretically be capable of being able to process the ore. Now, one thing which we are definitely gonna have to build is eventually the pesky telescope, so that we can start to monitor the incoming blizzards towards our colony. And I do wonder... Okay, that's one worker, that's two workers. It's like we just got 3 workers. 73 colonists. I'm gonna shut down the influx of new people for now. Let's see, can we squeeze in a mine? Yes, we can. The reason why I want to stop the influx of the people is to monitor how the base will function currently. It looks like the oxygen levels are holding up at steady 21% at least throughout most of the colony. The mine has been constructed, so driller robots can theoretically try to go and mine over there. We have some of them working here. We have even a worker in this mine, which is something that I will definitely try to eradicate, and hopefully the driller robots will be capable of fulfilling that task so that the worker class can do their job. And by that, I don't mean some form of Bolshevik propaganda, okay? Okay, what do you have, my dear friend? Weapon. 55% commission. I would actually love to get all of this stuff, but I'm not really sure if we will be able to afford these things. So... let's go like this. We're gonna see what valuable ingredients can we theoretically try to sell off. I would really hate to have to dig into my coins, but you know what, we might just have to fetch the weapon for now. See how this will do. Really need to monitor the process and progress on the crops. We're gonna have to build another laboratory somewhere so that the doctors which we have received at the colony can actually do something, because we have 8 of them, and if I recall correctly, there are only 3 of the workbenches currently available for my doctors. So we are not at peak efficiency utilizing their class, and therefore we are unable to get the most out of that. And we have a blizzard. Oh man. One class into which I should also invest heavily are more engineers, so that we have, once again, a bigger supply of these spare parts. I'm unfortunately terrified of the fact that since we rely upon so many external structures to generate power, it's gonna take us a while to keep them steadily supplied. We just lost a robot, so we are down to 19. Everyone can leave the colony yet again. We just lost another robot. Beautiful. Nothing more pleasant than losing 2 robots in a row. At least I know that these stations are working properly, and at least I know that absolutely nobody is interested in getting these robots constructed here. That's just so awesome. How are the meals? Basic, burger. Yeah, some basic and pasta too. Okay, so how should we try to do this? My idea is to keep on expanding in this direction and therefore build some dorms around these mountains and some potential structures that can generate some additional power for us. Because with the current consumption and production levels, I mean, we are consuming 304 kilowatts every second. So as you can see, whenever the wind is not blowing strong enough or we are during the nighttime, it's just kind of a difficult thing to manage. And I'm quite sure if I would click on the trading ship and try to like fly there super fast, that would be one blurry thing. Okay, 65% commission. These are the robots which we have lost. We should theoretically be capable of trading off something. And you know what, let's just dismiss this trader. His commission is too high and we still do not possess that many supplies. So where would be a good place to build a lab? Now the thing is that I want to avoid the same situation as with this one. Therefore, I'm gonna try to build a lab where I'm gonna place just the workbenches. I'm gonna try to make sure that it's connected only to like as little as possible. So theoretically, I can build the lab over here, have it connected to the oxygen generator, and not connected to the biodome. I mean, I don't see the added value. And then the biodome can be connected to another structure, which can then be connected to another structure. And it would be just basically the different way to get towards these external power sources, which most of them kind of need a repair. But I don't really like that because if I would build the laboratory here and I would have to create a longer route around, it's gonna cause the NPCs or the colonists to not want to stay there that much. So what I would rather do is theoretically try building towards here and making sure that we build the laboratory on the edge or somewhere in here at the edge of this mountain range, like somewhere around there, so that we can squeeze in plenty of workbenches. And for that, I'm gonna need to come up with some decent plan. One of the ideas which I thought of was theoretically trying to build a big storage here. Because this way, at least the veggies, if they are not directly transformed to or transferred to the meal makers, at least they won't be completely wasted. I don't really require the patent. If we grab these two, at least I'm gonna have a semiconductor and I'm gonna have some additional weaponry. So that is not the worst thing. I really don't want to add in the robot because that's just gonna increase exponentially the overall cost of everything. But theoretically speaking, if we sell off 12 pieces, or let's do, we're gonna try to sell as much starch as I can. Okay, so this won't be possible. So let's go like this. So we are shipping off 30 pieces of ingredients into the trading vessel. Once the storage unit has been constructed, hopefully the veggies will be able to be transferred over to this section. I would really love to build something else over here, some other structure. we would do the lab over here. It's not the dumbest idea if you think about it. I know that I wanted to build it here, but I can put some wind turbine or something over there. The thing is, if I would connect it like this, I still have a point of origin to move from the storage area. And we can just keep on building from the biodome towards this mountain range over here. Man, I would kill for a blueprint thing from the blueprint functionality from Anno 1800. If someone would make a mod for such a function here, that would be great. And this is exactly the issue which I'm trying to get addressed. So as you can see, the power is now consumed even more. Thankfully, the wind turbines are doing their job. But the strength of the wind is never remaining at the top peak for too long. So yeah, we weren't even able to fill in this battery over here. I'm not sure how many more do we have. Okay, so this large one seems to be still almost completely full. God, I really love the fact that I can click across the entire base on the trader ship and I don't have to like go all the way over there. That would just make this whole process super annoying. Especially the video quality would be terrible. So we're going to try to avoid that. You don't have coins. That is really bad. We're going to grab some meals. 124. You know what? We're gonna do this. So we're gonna grab some meals. We're gonna grab some coins. Soon we're gonna get sunlight so that the solar panels will kick in. Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely extend or build additional batteries, and as you can see, the solar panels alone are not even close to the energy consumption that we require. So I'm gonna have to definitely build more of them, hopefully less of the smaller ones and more of the larger ones. I would really love to be able to connect the power collector to the airlock so that this solar panel can be taken down. But unfortunately, through this solar panel, or all of these structures are connected, so we cannot do that exactly. You know what? Let's go with the freaking lab over here. We're gonna build just the workbenches in this lab, and if we would to construct a processing plant theoretically in this part, this way we should keep on expanding in this direction. We are gonna be close to a source of ore and source of starch. Also, we should make this happen, and because we make this happen, we're gonna cram in some big energy producers if possible. We definitely need to increase our solar. We're gonna also have to make sure that there will be an airlock that can connect to this thing, so the solar panel maybe here is not the best idea. Let's just go with batteries for now. And I'm gonna have to probably go with these ones. So I might be able to squeeze in like 2 of them. Can I squeeze in 1 more? Fortunately, it doesn't look that way. The reason why I changed the power collector from the solar panel is that it will be almost impossible for someone to get over here and conduct some repairs on the solar panel, and that would be just a nightmare. Let's go with some of those pesky workbenches. So yeah, I'm really hoping we're gonna get a lot of medical supplies for the colony. Now we have more workbenches than we have doctors, which I cannot complain about, but we are running yet again out of power. And if that won't change soon, then we are gonna run into some serious issues throughout this night. We need to raise the alarm. So that everyone will go back home. We're gonna have to build some external structures here and some of those airlocks to access this section of the world too. Go like this. Solar panel, wind turbine, solar panel. Wind turbine. We should be able to turn off the alert. And if we put on high priority the power structures, this should theoretically help us offset the incredible imbalances in our power consumption / production. How are the crops doing? I'm kind of afraid that we're gonna have to bring in more biologists. Especially if we want to make sure that the slow-growing crops will be able to supply the ever so increased hunger of our colony. We're gonna have to build some structure over here and then connect it to a dorm. The batteries here are starting to get filled in, which is great. This one is completely empty. Wind turbine has been constructed. And that's the very large variety of them. That is great because that is additional 80 kilowatts of power being produced. So that's gonna help us out, especially even during the nighttime, if the wind will hold on to the strength. We should be able to get the additional 2 solar panels up and running. I'm gonna have to be careful how I expand in this section over here because I do want to get those airlocks so that we can access this part of the map through safety of the domes and not having to force the colonists to run through the outside environment, especially if it's blizzard or something. It's going to be also probably much safer even for the robots who try to carry these supplies. So I'm thinking that maybe like a robotics facility for maintenance might be a great idea too. Really hope you guys are going to be able to finish these things off. We are sitting on some nice supply of iron, or at least we were sitting on some nice supply of iron until recently. But even the consumption of the bioplastic has gone up dramatically. I'm gonna go for more wheat, more mushrooms. We're gonna leave it half full for now, because I really want to make sure that all the crops are properly managed. I kind of do regret not building any of the tissue synthesizers in here. Kind of makes me feel a bit stupid. But the medical supplies are an amazing commodity to trade with, so I don't even know if I managed to check any of the incoming trading vessels due to how much I'm focusing on this side of the world currently. Yeah, so the conditions are going down on some of these rather quickly. What would be the possibility to remove these 3 structures and build like 2 very large structures? Let's find out. I really hate the fact that I have just ruined a full battery of power, but we should be able to hold on or keep the lights on at least for now. Should I replace some of these stations with the tissue synthesizers? I might try to do so. Or, since I have so many of the workbenches here, let's do this. Let's remove these 3 workbenches. And instead of their place, we're gonna just load in more of the tissue synthesizers. Okay, let's check 3 carrier robots, 2 construction robots, 2 driller robots, and a blueprint for the super extractor. Now, I'm not sure what are the current water consumption levels. 22 out of 27. He has 50% commission. We have stupid amount of medical supplies. If I would sell off 20 of those, if we would add in some starch, some of the medicinal plants, some of this stuff, should be able to construct or obtain $780, 1,020. Yeah, that's too much. So let's go like this. We're gonna get 2 robots, 2 semiconductors, and blueprint for an extra large unit. And we're gonna have to bring in more biologists. Because our food levels are somewhat decreasing, and we're gonna have to keep an eye out on that. Okay, so we require more tissue synthesizers. Let's get them built. Hopefully those medical plants will be moved away. Fortunately, only 4 additional ones were able to be constructed, but we have 2 chickens, we have 2 beef, and 2 pork, which is 6, so that is 10. So I'm gonna be able to make more chicken and more pork because this requires less water to be used up, if I recall correctly. Or is it the same level? It just takes less time for the pork and the chicken to be synthesized. So let's just go ahead and utilize those. How is our energy doing? Okay, we are still surpassing our energy production. That is not the greatest. We have 0 wind, so we are actually losing power. And during the day, that is the worst thing that can happen because we really need to fill in those batteries. Okay, this is now empty. So let's see. A super large wind turbine. Maybe darn it. Okay, what if we would to switch this, do this, and try. I'm gonna actually go with solar. Damn it. Really want to squeeze in 2 super large structures, or at least the maximum that we can try to squeeze in or fit in if possible. I really hate that this is not allowing me to do anything with this. We are completely out of spare parts and you have, sir, 7 of them, so we are taking all of your stock. We are gonna give you a ton of junk in return. Thank you very much. This is killing me. I really don't want to be building these medium-sized ones over here. I cannot build anything more in here. Come on, let me fit it in somehow. That's what she said. Just refusing to cooperate. If we did get the blueprint for the massive water extractor, absolutely nothing. You gotta be kidding me, right? This is less efficient use of the space then, so... What if we try to go... Oh, come on. The guards are luckily enough for me stationed where they are supposed to be. So... hopefully the sickbay will be able to take care of the issues. How the hell is it possible that only 1 medicinal cabinet is full and we have 16 medical supplies? That makes 0 sense to me. Okay, hopefully we are gonna get those biologists in. 29, okay. Let's return to the other corner of the map. The water extractor has been constructed, but it's not connected, which makes it completely useless. Okay. Really? Nothing? I really don't want to build this tiny one. Come on. At least this. Let me try to make it work somehow. It's refusing to cooperate. Damn it, this would be such a perfect fit. Okay, so, ooh, you know what we can build? I totally forgot about these things. Please, we're gonna build up some Okay, I do apologize for the blurriness of that image. But we're gonna be able to build up some reserve of water. We're gonna grab some spare parts. I'm gonna trade it off for something else. Uh, 155. 147. Okay, let's give you the additional starch so we will have spare parts to work with. 346. Definitely need to increase that. Really hope that the solar panel will be able to be constructed. I'm not sure if it's the lack of the ore or lack of people working in the Please tell me that these people will not try to shoot up the colony. Okay, so we have plenty of biologists, so now it's back to the workers. Or let's go 50-50 workers, engineers. And because we have just added a bunch of more workers or more biologists to the colony, and we have constructed that massive thing which is gonna be producing even more stuff for us. Let's just build in more of these plants. Robotics facility, let's put in at least 2 of the repair shops. And from this thing, I would love to see an airlock somehow. Which won't work because of the very, very large wind turbine. So we're gonna have to build... No, I think we already have the processing plant over there. I don't think I can squeeze in any dorm. Okay. Theoretically... Oh! Oh, wow. Okay. Did not expect this to work, but it seems to be working. Well, it should mean that we should build also an oxygen generator somewhere close to. Theoretically speaking, we can build one here. And have those airlocks finally constructed. So let's go ahead. This will give us additional point of entry towards all of these external structures. I would really love to see another solar panel. We really need to monitor the energy, or this is one of the things which can kill us too. So hopefully all the new biologists will be able to do their job. And with the influx of more colonists, we should be capable of supporting the additional stations. Please tell me that that's new colonists and not some idiots with weapons. Looks like colonists, looks like engineers, maybe a worker. This is such a beautiful thing. Weapons here and there, guards stationed. Well, most of them are now gone, most likely going off drinking or something else. Ooh, that's a big trading ship. I'm not really that keen on obtaining the recipes for the other crops. I mean, it's a nice thing to have, but I think I will, for now, rely on other things to sustain us. And so far, there were no complaints from the colonists from having access to burgers and pasta constantly, so we're gonna keep them nice and fed. And you are gonna give us some coins too. We're gonna be able to have more meals just to be on the safe side, because the meals can be directly taken into the cantinas and consumed by the workers. This is a stupid amount of chicken, which reminds me, chicken, pork. Things are being slowly built. Energy is still being drained out of our system way too rapidly. We're gonna have to put some high priority on mines and or at least the processing plants, because this is definitely not entertaining to me. Let's see if we can ramp up the production of bioplastic and everything else. We're gonna try to also increase the production in this factory. I know that we have a larger one over here with more semiconductors, arms workshop and such, but it just should be on the safe side, and we're gonna increase the number of workers to 1 more starch please, and the deal is done. So the meals can be taken away. There's all sorts of things from burgers to salads to pasta. I'm quite sure that these carb eaters will be killing themselves for a salad. I know I would probably be if I would be eating for God knows how many days just pasta. We have fairly good welfare. The prestige is still low, but we're gonna try to work on doing something regarding that. More traders. I need to take a look at our robot status. Driller robot would be appreciated. I would really hate to be selling medical supplies on a regular base, but doesn't look like I have that much of a choice. Okay, workers have arrived. We are dealing with 89 colonists. So let's shut it down for now. Let's see how the colonists will be able to sustain themselves when it comes to meals and everything else. I would probably kill whoever designed the base to have a metal processor right next to the beds. I'm quite sure that sleeping here, so close to this structure, must be an agony. Can't sleep, listen to the sound of the ocean. Can't sleep, listen to the sound of ore being pressed into metal bars. Yeah, I don't think that would sell that well on Amazon. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. You can start filling in the bunks. Airlock has been constructed, which is great news. That should give my robots access to the solar panels and everything, which is over here at this side of the hill. And I'm so glad we were able to squeeze in these things. We're gonna definitely have to build in somewhere additional batteries. There's another solar panel which is being constructed. Beautiful. And thanks to the fact that we have the robotics facility here, any of the robots who will be coming from outside can get fixed. Bunk beds are being constructed. Looks like they are immediately being occupied, so it was not the dumbest idea. I'm gonna probably try to put in at least 2 more metal processors, and because we are so close to storage, we're gonna rely more on the bioplastic processing in this corner of the world. Now I'm thinking that theoretically building an airlock over here, building an oxygen generator here, airlock here, building some mines here, or dorms here would not be also the worst idea. But yeah, I think we have done quite a lot on this episode itself. So I'm gonna cut it off around here. If you did enjoy the episode, please consider subscribing to the channel. I publish content on a weekly basis for all sorts of things, from playthroughs to discussions to early in-game reviews and such. The link is in the description, or just click on the link if you are still watching until this point. I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and I'm gonna see you in the comments or at the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.